Sauce Simmers, it's ThatSimminWitch here, and we are back with another baby mama and baby daddy battles. We're going to start with the mamas this week. I've kind of been alternating it between like starting with the daddies and the mamas. But yes, these are our mamas that we have this week. We have Bernice Robles from Growing Together, Alex Moya, who is the base game tutorial sim, Anaya Yang from City Living, Sienna Grove from Horse Ranch, Eliza Pancakes from Base Game, Vanessa Kayaputri from For Rent, Titania Summer Dream, and we have Agora Chochki from Adventure Awaits. Unfortunately, there is no standard portrait for her as yet online, so for now she's going to have to be a little post-it. I will change her photo, especially if she ends up being the one that carries on when she has one. But for now, unfortunately, she's just a post-it note with her name on. I can't remember if I said, but obviously Titania Summer Dream is from Enchanted by Nature. But I really am looking forward to getting started because, yeah, we've got some quite fun ones in this today. I'm quite interested at how the pairings have worked. So I really do want to get started. So let us begin with Bernice and Alex. Right guys, so we are back with the basics. We're obviously going to be focusing mostly on Bennett for the first lot. I've already placed Alex and Bernice in our creator sim. So this is a little close-up of Bernice. I think that she is quite a cute sim. I actually really like making friends with her. Often when I have a kid, when I first start playing, like in my like first generation of a legacy or whatever, I'll make friends with her, and we'll have like a little parent group set up via get together for her. But yeah, I think she's quite pretty. She's got sort of like a wide nose, but I think like her face is quite nicely proportioned, like nothing seems too like out of place, if you like. But yes, and then let's have a quick look at Alex. Obviously this is like one of the first sims that was ever made. She's the tutorial sim. She is like she never ages or dies if you play with her. Yeah, so just to be warned in case you've ever had Alex as your baby mama before, or haven't, or you want to have her, she won't actually age. If you want an Alex that will age, you'll need to save her to your library and then add her into your game that way, rather than marrying her from or having a baby with her from the game. But yeah, so she's like quite basic looking. Not a fan of this hair that she's rocking, but obviously that isn't anything to do with her genetics. She does have some cute little freckles, but she's quite like basic. She isn't really like super strong on the genetics front. So we are going to start with Bennett, and we're going to go with Bernice first, I think. Bernice. We'll go 1, 2, 3, like we usually do. Then we'll age her up, and we will see. Oh, she looks quite a bit like her mum. Let's take off all that makeup. That's a lot of makeup for one sim to be wearing. So she does look a lot like her mum. She obviously has her dad's eyes, like the colour and the shape of her eyes. She's got her mum's nose. It's quite a nice little mix actually. She's quite cute. She's not safe worthy, I don't think, but she's not too bad. We're off to a fairly decent start. So let's see what a son would be like with Bennett and Bernice. Bennett, Bernice, son. 1, 2, 3. And let's age him up. Oh, cute. Oh, let's We'll take that off, we'll take them off, and he hasn't got any makeup on. But he's quite cute as well, actually. He's got, obviously he's got his mum's nose. He's got like a mixture of his mum, he's got his dad's eyes. But yeah, he's actually quite cute. The nose does look a little bit angry on him, but we've had this discussion before about angry noses. But I'm pleasantly surprised. It's a good start this week. Unlike last week where it was a bit of chaos and craziness. But yeah, so I think that we now need to do Bennett and Alex so that we've got some little comparisons to go on. Where are we? Alex. 1, 2, 3. Let's age up. Okay, you're gonna wear everything. We want to take off those. We'll take off any makeup. Okay, so she's a little bit weird looking. She has her dad's eye shape, but her mum's eye colour. She has her mum's nose and freckles and face. This whole chin thing, she looks like, I don't know. For me, her lips look like they're on upside down. Again, my descriptions are pretty weird. But yeah, so far, I think if we have a look at her compared to Bernice's kiddo, I think Bernice's daughter is prettier. I think she's just got like a nicer proportioned face. Yeah, the nose like looks okay on her, even though it's a decent sized nose. It doesn't look weird. Whereas, yeah, Alex's kid doesn't have any chin, and then she's like all nose. So let's have a look at son to see if that makes any difference to our comparisons. What's going on? Really? What's going on here? Oh, it's because Bernice is pregnant. Right, I'm going to have to delete... Let me delete Belle. I forgot Bernice is pregnant in the game, so she counts as 2 Sims. I was getting so confused for a second then. Right. We'll go for play with genetics, and we will pick Alex again, and we'll do a son this time. 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look. Oh, he looks like Zac Efron. I think we're gonna change this hair so we can see his face a little bit better. We'll take his little beard off. Okay, so here's another one that looks like he's got his lips on backwards. He has his dad's eyes, obviously. The face. Sorry about that. Noisy motorbike again. I really wish the weather would get really bad, because they don't zoom around in the bad weather. But unfortunately, the weather here is still really nice, and now they're being annoying. But never mind. Let's carry on and look at our little guy. So yeah, he's like better proportioned than his sister was. I do think his mouth still looks a bit weird. But he's decent looking. He's not the worst looking sim in the world. But let's just quickly compare him to Bernice's kid. So I think like Bernice's son is actually cuter. He just looks like, I don't know, he looks a bit more friendly. I can't, it's really hard to explain what I mean by that. But I just think that maybe like his features are a little bit softer. They're kind of like, he has a distinct look, but at the same time he kind of like doesn't look weird, if that makes sense. So I am going to say that our lovely, lovely Bernice is the one who's winning this round, or this little battle. So let us pop over to our chart so that we can record that. So we have Bernice here. We are going to copy, we are going to paste, and we are going to pop her there. So exciting. We have our first little battle down. Our next battle is obviously Anaya and Sienna. Yeah, Sienna. Sometimes I get Sienna confused with Juniper, because obviously they're kind of related. But anyway, let's do our next battle in Creator Sim. So we are back again in Creator Sim, this time with Anaya and Sienna. We have a very cute Anaya. She is one of my like little favourites, I must admit. I do think she's really cute. She's got like some nice interesting features though that also sort of like bring a bit to the table. Like yeah, like she's got a really nice little like mouth, and her nose, like profile wise it's interesting enough, but it's not too weird. So I think she could end up making some cuties. And then of course we have the lovely Sienna, and I must admit I do have a little bit of a soft spot for Sienna as well. I think that she's really cute. She does have a little bit more of a pronounced nose, which might cause some problems, but hopefully like her other features will like balance out a little bit with her kiddos. But I'm excited to see yeah, to see what happens. So let's get started. We'll do Bennett and Anaya first. Anaya. Go 1, 2, 3. Oh, and aid him up. And we'll take the beard off. Oh, whoops. Take the beard off. We'll take the hat off. Okay, so he's definitely got the longer face of his mom. He does look very generic, I must admit. Like, none of his features are particularly strong. He looks a fair bit like his dad, but also with a good mix of Anaya in. He like, yeah, I think he's fine. He's not like super handsome, but also he's decently cute. So let's go for a daughter with them. Oh, it'd make my life so much easier if that would just stay. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's age her up. Ooh, she looks a lot like her mom. Okay, let's take off those, and she hasn't got any makeup on. Okay, so she does indeed look a lot like her mom. She obviously has her dad's blue eyes, but she has like her mom's face shape. Like, pretty much everything else is her mom. I don't think she inherited much from her dad other than the blue eyes. But yeah, I think she's quite cute. I don't think she's quite save-worthy, but I do think she's a little sweetie. So yeah, Anaya's got some good competition starting. So we need to get some comparisons going with Sienna. Sienna. 1, 2, 3. Okay, she looks quite pretty as a kid, but you know, sometimes they don't always grow up to be. Okay, so yeah, what I feared would happen has happened. So she's got her mum's nose, but then she's got this tiny little chin that they keep inheriting from the basics from like Bennett and Belle when we do the baby daddies. So yeah, she does have like, she needs a little bit more of a chin. Her face is a bit too squished in. She obviously has her dad's eyes. She doesn't really inherited that much from her mom, but if we just do a little comparison between her and Anaya's daughter is definitely cuter, in my opinion. Like, she does look a lot like her mom. She's sort of her mom's mini-me with blue eyes. But yeah, let's see how it goes with a son with Sienna. I'm really sorry about all the cars, guys. Normally I film this particular video in the middle of the night when I can't sleep, but I'm filming it a bit earlier because I've got like some plans this weekend, and kind of need it out the way. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I'm sorry if it's really noisy with the cars. I'm hoping that it's not, but okay, so we need to take his beard off. He looks like he's got makeup on. Okay, so he definitely has more of his mum in him. He is a little bit strange looking, I must admit. I think he has his dad's eye shape, but like definitely the bottom part of his face is definitely from his mum. I don't know, I think like his mouth looks like it's just that a little bit too long, maybe, like it kind of goes back a bit too far. But yeah, I think he's not like terrible, but I do want to quickly, let's compare him to Anaya's kid. Yeah, I think Anaya's son is just like, I don't know, just a little bit cuter. Again, like a bit like last time, the features are a little bit softer. They kind of feel like they flow a little bit better around the face, rather than them being like sort of like decent features, then this really weird one, and then decent features again, if that makes sense. But I do think that Anaya for me is the winner. Yay! I'm quite glad that she's the winner, because I do love her. I think she's a very sweet little sim. So I think we need to go and record that on our chart. So let's pop over there now. Right, so we have little Naya. Let's copy and let's do a little paste. There we go. Cute. Right, so we of course have the OG Eliza. And we have Vanessa. So we have like really, really old compared to like pretty new. Not the newest anymore, since we've had like so many expansion packs recently. But yeah, I'm quite excited actually. Like I think Eliza can be a little bit weird looking, but yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at them closer in Creator Sim. Okay guys, so we have Eliza here. Yeah, she has a fairly sort of like sticky out nose as well. But otherwise she has quite delicate features. So that could like either play to her advantage or go very wrong. She does have green eyes. I am a sucker for green eyes, but I try not to let that influence me. And we also have little Vanessa. Oh, I do think she's pretty cute. Like, she's just like, I don't know, she looks really young and sort of like innocent, and like, I don't know, she's just like super sweet. So yeah, she doesn't have super strong genetics, like probably like sort of here, like her mouth and her nose area are probably the most prominent. Again, with a lot of like Asian Sims, their eyes often come like through on to their babies, but I guess we will have to see what happens. So we're going to start with Eliza. So we'll do Bennett and Eliza, wherever she is, there she is. 1, 2, 3. Oh, little redhead like his mom. Cute. Okay, so we are going to take off the facial hair, take off the eyeliner. Okay, so he's definitely got his mum's nose, but I think otherwise he's mostly got his dad's features. I mean, that has played out really well. He does have the green eyes of his mum, but it's kind of played out quite well. He's not like as weird looking as I was worried about. But yeah, he's quite cute. Again, he's a tiny bit generic, but we'll have to see how he fares. But let's do a daughter now. Come on, Eliza. Daughter. 1, 2, 3. Oh, another little redhead. Let's have a look. Okay, let's take off that. Okay, so she does look quite a bit like her mom. So she hasn't got the bumpy nose like her mom. She's kind of got like her dad's nose. Obviously her dad's eye colour. But yeah, she's kind of like generally, I think, got like her mom's features. I actually think she's quite cute. I'm toying with the idea of maybe saving her. Should I? Shouldn't I? I can't quite decide whether I want to or not. I'll have to mull it over while we're having a look. But I do think she's actually quite cute. She's got some nice, like, proportioned little features. She kind of like, I don't know. And like, I really like her like round face, and sometimes that's a bit difficult to come by in The Sims, sort of like the rounder face. Often the chin sort of like starts getting a bit weirder. So yeah, I think she's cute. We do need to do some comparisons though. So let's grab Vanessa and make some babies with her. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Age him up. Oh, he's cute. Oh, I love him. He's so sweet. Oh. So he's got like his mom's like mouth area for definite, and obviously her eye shape. Oh, he's really cute. Okay, so I think that I might be saving Eliza's daughter and Vanessa's son, and I'm fearing that this might end up being a difficult one for me to judge. But yes, he is super cute. Let's I'm sorry, he's just really sweet. Let's just have a look at him compared to Eliza's son. Yeah, Eliza's son is definitely looks more like his dad. He's a bit more generic looking. But yeah, I do think out of the sons at least, Vanessa's son is cuter. He's got like a little dimple on his chin. Oh, he's cute. Okay, so we're going to try for a daughter now and see what happens. See if this is going to make my decision really difficult. Seems like there's a good chance that might happen. We are going to do 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look at her. Age her up. Okay. Okay, so yeah, she's not as cute as Eliza's daughter. She's kind of taken the shape of her mum's face, but she's got the shape of her dad's lips and his eyes. She is quite cute, but she's just not quite as cute as Eliza's daughter. Oh, this is going to be a difficult one to judge. I'm just going to change her hair, just because I really want to be able to see it without it on her face, just to help me out a little bit, just so I can get a really good look at her. She does have the little dimply chin. Okay, so let's have a look at her compared to Eliza's daughter. Now, I think Eliza's daughter is really, really cute. She's just like very sweet. There's something like, I don't know, I can't really explain it, but I just really like her. I definitely think Eliza wins daughter-wise. Oh, this is going to be difficult this round. Oh, he's so cute. What are we doing, guys? Oh, this is such an absolute nightmare. Oh, I think it's going to be really close, but maybe Eliza will actually win this. I'm trying to, like, out of the two, right, so this is, the son is the one that I like the least from Eliza's kids. And then the daughter is the one that I like the least from Vanessa's. Oh, this is really hard. I don't know what to do. You know what? I think we're actually going to go for Vanessa. I don't know, I think like when we compare the two that I like the least, so Eliza's son and Vanessa's daughter, I think that I prefer Vanessa's daughter over Eliza's son, and the ones that I do like the best are kind of pretty equal, so it kind of all rided on the one that I didn't like. But yes, we are gonna go for Vanessa as our winner. Yay! So I will save the two that I said I would, but I will do that in a second. We'll pop over and record our thing, our chart. Sorry, I forgot what it was called then. I was having a brain fart, but I'll see you over there in a second. So let's grab Vanessa, copy her over. Oh, but head, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally did copy when I should have done paste, because I am a bit of a div sometimes. Let's try that again. So let's copy and let's paste. There we go. Much better. So yes, now we're going to do Titania and Agora. I'm quite looking forward to this because I haven't really had a chance to look at Agora properly. I mean, she was in previous Sims games, but obviously the games have changed a lot since then, so we'll have to have a little look. So let's pop into Create a Sim with Titania and Agora. So we have little Titania. Obviously Titania was in Sims 2 and Sims 3. I can't remember if she was in Sims 1 or not. But obviously she is a fairy. She is from Enchanted by Nature, so she's got quite pixie-like features. Obviously she's got her little pointy ears, but like her face kind of like is sort of like got some little pointy bits. But yeah, I think she's quite a cute little sim anyway. She is a little bit generic, so I don't know how exciting her kiddos will be, but I guess we'll find out in a minute. But let's have a quick look at Agora. So obviously Agora is from the new pack. She is looking cute. Let's have a look at her face. Oh, she is quite cute actually. She's got little freckles. She's got a little, kind of like a little grumpy face, which I quite like. But yeah, she's quite cute too. Again, she hasn't got super strong features, so this might be another one that's really difficult to judge, like the one with Eliza was just a second ago. I hope it's not that difficult again, because wow, that was like it was really difficult. So anyway, let's get started. So we're going to start with Titania. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Okay, looks like they've got Titania's cheekbones, that's for sure. So let's have a look. Let's take off this makeup. I'm just going to give her slightly different hair. What are we going to go for? We'll go for this one, just so it's off her face. So she does look a lot like her mom. She hasn't got the pointy ears. She's got her dad's ears, not her mom's ears. But she does have a lot of hair, like her mom's facial structure, like sort of like the dips and the architecture of her mom's face. She's very interesting looking. She is quite cute actually. I don't know if I want to save her like I did Eliza's daughter, but yeah, I do think she's quite cute. So let's have a look at Son anyway for a little comparison. Who do we were doing Titania, weren't we? And we want a boy 1, 2, 3. Oh, he looks like he might have her cheekbones as well. Oh yes, he does indeed. So, oh, he's got very angry eyebrows. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so he looks a lot like his mum again. Not the pointy ears again. He's got his dad's ears, but he does have a lot of his mum's features, like the eye shape, and he's got the architecture like his sister. I think his sister's a bit cuter. I think like sort of like the mouth area looks a bit weird on him. Also the angry eyebrows don't help, but I'm not changing the eyebrows because I've never changed them on any other sim, and I don't think that that's fair. I changed the hair so that if it's hair that's in the face, I can see the face better, but I don't really want to go about changing loads of other stuff because I don't think it's fair to do that when I haven't done it on every other sim. So yeah, he's quite interesting. So I'm looking forward to the comparison, that is for sure. So let's grab Agora. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and let's see. She looks like she might have some of her. Oh, she's actually really cute. Oh, I really like her. She's got a little grumpy face like her mum. She kind of has a little bit more like of her, like maybe slightly a little bit more of her dad's eye shape. Has she got, no, she hasn't got makeup on. I thought she might have had highlighter on for a minute then. But I think she's actually quite cute. She's definitely got the right features from her mum. The little grumpy mouth, which I kind of have a bit of a soft spot for. But yeah, she's really cute. Do I want to save her? I don't know. She's, again, I'm gonna have to have a little think, I think. But I'm really interested to see what a son will look like, so let's get on that. Oh, actually, we didn't do a comparison, did we, between her and Titania's daughter? So I do think Agora's daughter is cuter than Titania's. I do think that they're both pretty cute though. They've got like very like interesting features, and they very much sort of represent their moms a lot, which is nice to see because yeah, sometimes the like less strong features get a little bit lost. But yeah, I do think she's cute. But anyway, let's go for a son real quick. Agora, I'll change that to a son. 1, 2, 3. Oh, little blue eyes. Let's change him up. Oh. So we'll have your beard off. We'll have those off. Oh, he's got a grumpy face too, look. Oh, he's really cute. Okay, I think Agora might have actually won this. Agora with her little no portrait sticker. I get to move along. Oh, she... I do really think he's cute. He's just... The grumpy face looks even cuter on the guys. So let's just have a quick look against Titania's son. Yeah, definitely. Like, he definitely looks like a fairy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I didn't know that he was Titania's son, I'd be like, he has to be a fairy. But yeah, I do think that Agora's son has definitely sealed the deal. I think they're actually quite cute. I'm really tempted to keep both of them. Oh, I don't know what to do. But yes, we are gonna say that Agora has won this round, which is really cool that we've got one of our very, very, very newest Sims moving on to the next round. In case you don't know, she is Adventurer Waits and she's in the Adams commune. That's the that's the household that she lives in. So she's like part of the Love Highland getaway place. But yeah. Oh. Anyway, so I think that we need to go and record this on our little chart now. So, little Agora. We get to move her post-it note on to the next round. Oh, I feel really sorry, but yeah, she doesn't have one of these style portraits yet. The only photos that I could find were already like, they were with like a group of Sims, and yeah, I didn't have a chance to take a portrait myself. I wouldn't have been able to get it like this anyway, so never mind. I will just go for a little post-it note and I will change it when she does eventually get her own. So we are going to go on to our next level. So we've got Bernice and Anaya. Yeah, we're gonna give them a little fight off to see who goes into our little final for today. So I'll see you back in Creator Sim. Right, we are back with our little lovelies. We've got Bernice and we have Anaya. So we're gonna start with Bernice first, I think. See, Bernice. Go 1, 2, 3. Cute. Come on, there we go. Oh, he definitely needs some makeup taken off. Let's take that off, take some makeup off. Okay, so this time around he looks a lot more like his dad. He actually, I don't think he's really taken anything from his mom. So that's probably going to hurt Bernice a little bit. Not gonna lie. So, yeah, he basically just looks like a spitting image of his dad. So I think we need to do a daughter and hopefully change things for Bernice. Right, so we need Bernice, we need to do a daughter. 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look at her. Okay, oh, again she looks a lot like her dad. She has a little bit like cheek wise, like face shape wise around here. Like her mom, she obviously has her mom's brown eyes as well. But she's looking very much like her dad otherwise. She's got her dad's eye shape, her dad's nose, her dad's lips. Bernice's like genetics this time around are not coming out strong. So she is quite sweet, but like, yeah, she is very generic. So yeah, it's not looking so great for Bernice. We'll have to see like if Anaya's genes come out in full force. So let's do Anaya this time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it looks like she might look like her mum again. And create into an adult. Let's take off. Oh, didn't mean to take off her hair. I meant to go there. I got confused. Okay, so she does indeed look like her mum again. She's got her mum's face shape, especially like profile wise. She does have her dad's eyes, but she is very cute. I do think she's adorable. So if we compare her to Bernice's daughter, like obviously Bernice's daughter is very cute. She's not weird or anything, but yeah, I think like Anaya wins the daughter race just because she's really cute, plus also she looks a lot like her mom. Cute. Right, so we are going to give Anaya a son and see what happens there. But at the moment, Anaya is in the lead. So her son has got to be really terrible for her to lose now. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, Little blue eyes. Okay, let's age him up. Oh, look at him. Okay. Let's take that off. Yeah, so he does indeed, like, you can see little bits of mum. He definitely looks more like Bennett, his dad, but you can definitely see little bits of his mum in there. Obviously, there's like eye shape is more like his mum's, and sort of like the way the nose goes, like it's sort of like Anaya's sort of like nose shape, but not pulled out like Anaya's. Anaya's profile is a bit longer, but yeah, he's quite cute. He's not as cute as her last round of kiddos, but let's just quickly compare to Benice's son. Yeah, look, he really is just like his dad, but with brown eyes. He doesn't have very much of his mum in him at all. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm a bit sniffy. I had to go between us doing the genetics things to go and have like a sneezing fit. So there's my allergies playing up again, so I'm really sorry about that. But yes, I think we are going to say that Anaya has won. Yay! She's going through to the final of the baby mamas today. Anyway, which is interesting actually, because last time her husband Barco went through right to the final. I can't remember did he actually win. I don't remember. We'll see when we get to the baby dadders anyway. But yes, I think we need to go and quickly record that on our little chart. So let's hop over to that real quick. So let's grab Anaya and let's there we go. I thought I'd accidentally pressed copy again for a minute then. I thought I was going to end up with another sheet of this chart again. But yes, so now we need to go on to Vanessa, and Agora. I'm actually really looking forward to this little face-off. I think that could be quite interesting. Totally wasn't expecting. I thought Eliza was going to win this round. So, yeah. And I wasn't sure about this one. But I'm excited to see what their little kid's going to look like. So let's pop back into Creator Sim. So we are back in Creator Sim. We have little Vanessa. And we obviously have Agora. They are both very cute, so let's get cracking. Oh, I'm excited for this one. Oh, it's starting to slow down a bit. I will restart again like before when we change over to the daddies. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Oh. She's got like Eliza's hair, hasn't she? Okay, so let's have a look. So she does look a lot like her mum actually. She's got her dad's blue eyes, but face wise she pretty much has all the features of her mum, like the same eye shape. She has the same like lips. I think she even has the same nose. She just doesn't. Was it Venetia that has? Does she have freckles? No, she doesn't. Let's have a look. Like nose. Yeah, she like basically looks like her mom, so that's pretty cool. She is very cute. So I'm eager to see another son. So let's get going with that. Come on. Let's go 1, 2, 3. So we have this little dude. Let's take his beard off. Okay, again, he looks a lot like his dad actually this time. So Vanessa's genetics didn't hit quite as hard the second time around. He mostly looks like his dad, obviously he has his mom's eye colour, but yeah, he's fine, but yeah, he is pretty much a spitting image of his dad. So let's give some comparisons with Agora. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Let's age him up. Okay, let's take off the beard. Okay, so he does have the grumpy little face. The nose this time seems to be a bit more pronounced for some reason. I have no idea why. Yeah, he's not as cute as her last son, but he is quite cute. He's got like her freckles, but yeah, the nose is very angry in this one. But let's just compare to Vanessa's son. Yeah, I definitely think that Agora is one on the sons, just because he looks a bit more interesting looking, whereas Vanessa's son is basically just a carbon copy of his dad. So I think we need to do a little bit of a swapsy. So we are going to do play with genetics and grab Agora when it eventually loads. And at this time we need to do a daughter. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, got her sunglasses on. Let's age her up. Okay, so yeah, she's definitely looking a fair bit like her mum. She's got the little nose. She's got her dad's lips though, and her chin I think is a little bit shorter this time. So yeah, this one's going to be a difficult one, I think. Again, she has a dad's eye shape, but yeah, she's kind of cute. I really hate this haircut, but I'm just not a fan of it. I'm trying not to get distracted by the hair. But yeah, I think she is pretty cute. She's not quite as cute as like last round, but she is cute. I think that like the chin area could do with a little bit of improvement. I think that's the bit that's causing me the biggest problem. But let's just quickly compare her to Vanessa's daughter. Yeah, Vanessa's daughter, I think it's going to be that thing again. I prefer Vanessa's daughter, but then Agora's son. So this is going to be difficult. So I prefer, this is the female that I prefer, like the daughter that I prefer. So let's just have a look at her compared to the son that I prefer. Okay, this one is going to be really tough. Then let's look at the worst ones. I think that I think that Vanessa is just about going to pick it to the post. This one is a really close one in my opinion. But yeah, I think Vanessa is going to go through, so we are going to lose the little sticker queen that is Agora for Vanessa. So let's quickly record that on our chart. So we can grab Vanessa and we can pop her here. So yeah, unfortunately little Agora is not coming any further, but we do get quite a cool face-off between Anaya and Vanessa, which I'm quite looking forward to. So let's go quickly do that and find out who our baby mama winner for the day is. Okay, so we are back here, and we obviously are not. Vanessa was already here from the last round, and then I added in Anaya. So I think we need to get started with Bennett and Anaya. Guys, I'm really sorry if like I sound really terrible. My allergies are really playing me off today. I don't know what's going on, but I feel absolutely dreadful. So sorry about it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's get this little one aged up eventually. I'm so glad this is the last of the mamas. So that we can oh my goodness, all that hair, all that. Take the beard off, take that off, take the glasses off. Okay, so he is a good mix again. Like he's got his dad's eyes, his dad's mouth for definite, but it's kind of like got little bits of Anaya. Like he has the nose, but it's like more squashed. It's not drawn out like Anaya's faces. So he's cute. He's not the cutest offspring that Anaya's given us this evening, but we need to have a look at a daughter, so let's do that. Come on, there we go. And then change that to daughter. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's have a look at this little one. Oh, okay. So we'll take that off. Okay, so interestingly, again, it's on a similar thing. So they've kept like the flatness of the dad's face, but she's got some of like Anaya's features. So she is actually quite cute. She's got like Anaya's eyes. She's got like her mom's lips. Yeah, I think she's very different to what the Anaya's other kids have looked like tonight. So it is quite interesting actually that she's throwing these little curveballs at us at the very like last moment. So I think we need to do some comparisons anyway. So let's grab Bennett and make some kiddos with Vanessa. Come on. Vanessa. 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look. Trying to hide all her facial features so we can't see before we age her up. Oh. Okay, let's get rid of those makeup. Okay, so this is quite interesting as well. So she has her dad's eyes, but she has like her dad's nose, but she kind of has like her mom's facial shape like around her mouth and like sort of like the topography around this area. So and she is quite interesting looking. I definitely think that obviously Vanessa's genes have come out to play. Let's just have a quick look compared to Anaya's daughter. So yeah, I think that Anaya's daughter is a little bit cuter. I think she's like a little bit like less generic looking. I quite like how the features have melded better in her face. Like how she's got her mom's features but then like sort of her dad's proportions, if you like. And yeah, I think that Anaya's just about pipped it with the daughters. So let's have a look at the son with Vanessa. we're doing a song, aren't we? 1, 2, 3. Sorry guys, it's been a really long day today, and I have lots of stuff to do, and yeah, just feeling a little bit stressed out, and I just want to chill out and try and do something fun. Okay, so let's take these off. I'm gonna give him slightly different hair, just so it's off his face. Okay, so he does have a lot of his mum in him. Obviously he's got his mum's eyes. I feel like he's got his dad's nose though, because it kind of like feels like there's a really big like space between where his eyes and his nose are. So I definitely don't think that he is the cutest that we've had from Vanessa this evening. They seem to have wasted all their good genes early on. Let's just compare to Anaya's son. So let's have a look at him. Yeah, so he's got a good mix again. This is going to be difficult, I think. I wonder if Anaya might have just about pipped it, to be honest. I think Anaya might have. I mean, Vanessa has definitely brought out a really good like showing, but I just think this last round that Anaya's kids are just that little bit like cuter. This is so interesting that it happens that she's gonna be the one that's like going through to round 2 when we eventually get there. Yep, I'm calling it that it is Anaya. So Anaya is our winner, and I'm pretty sure that Barco won last week on the baby daddies. So apparently the Youngs have some very good genes. But let's go and record that on our chart, and then we can discuss the baby daddies. So we can move Anaya. We're going to copy. Let's paste. She gets to go the little winner spot. Oh, exciting. And she also gets to go down here. So she'll be facing off against Leslie Holland in round 2. So we have some very interesting like ones for the next round. It's quite intriguing. Little Nalani, I love her. Not gonna lie, it wouldn't surprise me if she ended up winning, because she's such a cutie. But if we come back here, yes, so we have our little winner for the day for the mamas, so that's pretty cool. I think though that I just want to quickly get on with the daddies, just because like my allergies, because I'm not feeling so good and I have to edit this, and yeah, so let's I'll see you with the daddies in a second. Right guys, so these are our daddies, but I quickly just want to have a look. Yes, it was Barco that won last time, so that was very interesting that both him and his wife have won their first like rounds, which yeah, it's really cool. But these are our daddies for this week. So that is, I think you say it Yukipanapo or something like that. Hekekia. Oh, I'm really sorry if I butchered that. I did listen to a pronunciation of it quite a few times, but for some reason I just cannot seem to like just catch hold of it and get it right. So he's obviously from Island Living. He's one of the mermaids. We have Cletus Harris from Eco Lifestyle. Makoa Kialoa, obviously a favourite from Island Living. We have Felix Hoffman, who's one of the newer ones from Businesses and Hobbies. He is one of the homeless Sims that doesn't actually live in Nordhaven. We also have another Nordhaven homeless Sim, and that's Corey Nias, I think his name is. Mitchell Kalani, who is a base game Sim. If you watched my spooky video yesterday, you will see that he got a really cool costume when we did our Oasis Springs but spooky video. Then we have Ekide, who is from Life and Death, Ekide Ether. We've already had his like ghosty partner in the game, so it's quite cool that we get to see Ekide. And then we have I'm pretty sure this one is Brent, not Brant. Obviously, there's Brent and Brant hecking, and I'm pretty sure he's Brent hecking. So yeah, we have some quite interesting little pair-ups. I'm quite excited to get going. So I think we should just jump straight in, basically, with you Kip Napano. Oh, I'm gonna listen to the pronunciation again in a second while I'm waiting for my game to load. And Cletus. But I'll see you in a second in Creator Sim. So guys, we are in Creator Sim. Obviously we'll be using Belle from now on as our baby mama while we alternate the baby daddies. I listened to the pronunciation again, and it's Uku Panipo. It is a shark god, just in case anyone was interested, which I am. Like, I'm very interested in English and language. I am an English graduate, so I find things like that quite interesting. But yeah, so Uku Panipo, I have that in my head now. I've said it quite a few times while the game was loading, so I hopefully won't get it wrong again. I have it on my phone, the like little pronunciation video that I watched, just in case I forget when we're recording the videos. But if we look at his little face, he does look quite shark-like, actually. He he has quite angry eyes, kind of like sharky eyes. He's got like a little nose. He does has like a generally like angry face. But yeah. So I don't really interact with him all that much in my games. I mean, he is friends with Dahlia in my Pac-Man Legacy, if you're watching that. But we don't really hang out that much. We've kind of hung out a few times. You know how like in The Sims you just gather friends like accidentally sometimes. He's one of them. And then let's have a quick look at Cletus. So Cletus, he's obviously Jeb Harris's dad, and Jeb is quite cute, so maybe he'll pass on some of the cute genetics onto the kiddos. But yeah, I think we just need to get started, really. So let's grab Belle. I'm going to start with Uku Panipo. That's it. Sorry, as soon as I see the name I can remember how to say it. It's just like not being able to see the name that I sometimes forget. Anyway, let's go. 1, 2, 3. She looks like she's got an angry face like her dad. Yes, she does indeed have an angry face like her dad. Okay, so I, straight off the bat, I'm not a big fan of this look on her, I'm afraid. I think it kind of works with Uku Panipo because he kind of has the facial hair, and I don't know, kind of like it works a little bit better, but the angry eyes are not doing it for me in this moment. She does look a lot like her dad. She hasn't got that much from her mum at all, really, except for the nose, maybe the lip shape actually as well. But yeah, I think we need to see a son now. And go back to Belle and put Uku Panipo. We need a son. Hello, the sun. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Oh, covering his face so you can't tell if he has the angry eyes yet. Okay, so he looks a lot more like his mum. Obviously, he doesn't have the angry eyes like his sister does. I think that he's definitely cuter than his sister. Like, because the eyes are like, he's taken his mum's eye shape rather than his dad's. He does have his dad's like bottom half of his face, so like the lips and nose, possibly the nose, I'm not sure. Hang on, let me have a look at his face again. Can't remember what his nose was like. No, not the nose. He doesn't have his dad's nose, he has his mum's nose. But he's definitely cuter than his sister anyway. But yes, I think we need to get going with Cletus so that we can see who makes the prettier babies. Let's go Cletus. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we'll age her up. Okay, so she's definitely, I need to give her better hair so we can see her face. Let's give her that one out of the way. Yeah, that's better. So she has definitely got a mixture of her mum and her dad. She's got like her mum's lip shape. Her nose is more of her dad's. And like her general like face shape, apart from the chin area, is more like her dad. She's definitely cuter than Uku Panipo's daughter is definitely not as cute as Cletus's, but Cletus's daughter is a little bit generic, so yeah, we so far Cletus is winning though because his daughter is a lot cuter. Let's go for a son though, see if that changes anything. Let's grab Cletus. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he looks like he's a little bit chubby like his dad. And let's get rid of this facial hair. Okay, so he doesn't have a lot from his dad, to be honest. He has his dad's chin, for definite. And he has his dad's eye shape and eye colour. But he kind of like cheek... Maybe actually he does have a little bit more. Maybe it's just because like his dad is so generic looking, like that that I didn't think he had that much from his dad. I think he definitely has his mum's nose. Okay, so let's I think, I don't know, he's like very generic looking. He's not really super handsome or anything. The hair does put me off a little bit because it makes him look a lot older. But let's just have a quick look at him compared to Uku Panipo's son. So I actually prefer, son-wise, I prefer Uku Panipo's son. I just think that, like, I don't know, he's got more interesting face. Like, even though he does look a little bit angry, I just think, like, his features are just that little bit more interesting. So, what are we going to do, guys? What are we going to do? I think that we are going to go for Cletus, and that isn't because I'm struggling with Uku Panipo's name. It is because I really, like, I don't think that this is the way that I would want the genetics in my family tree to go if I was going to choose baby daddy. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Cletus winning, but will he stay on for very long? I don't know. because he is quite generic. So let's quickly record that on our little chart. So let's grab Cletus and then let's paste him. There we go. So he's all ready for the next round. So we have Makoa and Felix next. Makoa is obviously a fan favourite, so I'm pretty sure he's going to bring the goods to the table, but obviously Felix is a bit of an unknown for me. So let's have a look in Creator Sim. Right, so we are back here with Belle. Let's have a look at Makoa first. He is pretty handsome, I must admit. I did resist having him as a baby daddy for Dahlia in my Pac-Man legacy. I didn't want to break him up from his family, but he ended up breaking up anyway through story progression, which I'm so sad about. But he does have some really good like genes. He is very like, I don't know, he's just like perfectly proportioned. He's a bit like the male version of Nalani. Every like part of him seems to just be the most perfect part to make the most perfect face. I just think he's super cute. But then let's have a quick look at Felix. So Felix, he obviously has some eye bags going on here. He has quite a brow as well. I didn't realise his brow was like that massive. So he could definitely have the potential to produce some interesting looking children. Whether like Belle's generic like genetics could tamper down some of his like strong features, we'll have to see. But yeah, like I've never like looked at him that close up before, so I didn't realize like how strong his brow is. I think that's going to be a little bit of a problem for him. But anyway, let's get going. Let's make some cutesy little Makoa babies, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be cute. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that face. Okay, and then we'll take off the makeup. So she is very cute. She obviously has her mom's eyes, but she has a lot of her dad's features as well. She has the rounder face. She has the sort of like cute little like nose, and yeah, she is very sweet. I don't know, haven't decided yet if I'm going to keep her in my like little library of children that I am starting to accumulate. But she is pretty cute. Let's do Makoa and get his son going, so that we've got that to do. 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look. I'll take your facial hair off. Okay, so he definitely has a little bit more of a look of his mom. He has his dad's eyes. He's actually not as cute as I expect him to be. He's got like his dad's like cheeks as well, sort of like the little bit wider part of him across there. He is cute, but he's not as cute as some of the babies that I've seen with Makoa's genetics. So yeah, let's have a look and see what happens with Felix. Felix is an unknown. I haven't seen any children of Felix's, so 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look at this one, see what he looks like. Okay, right, let's get the hair, let's change that to one that's off his face. Let's get rid of the facial hair. Okay, so he definitely has quite a lot of his dad's features. He obviously has the nose. The brow isn't too bad. He's sort of got that more from his mom than his dad, that's for sure. He does have like the nose and the mouth are definitely his dad's. They are a bit close together for my liking. I feel like I want to pull his mouth down just a tiny bit. But he definitely is not anywhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. Is he cuter than Makoa's kid? Probably not. Like, I know Makoa's kid, like, son is a little bit more generic, but I do also think that he is a lot better looking than Felix is. Like, yeah, Felix does have quite strong genetics, or very strong features, shall we say, that kind of are going to be a bit hit and miss. So let's do daughter, so we can make our final decision. Change that to a daughter. 1, 2, 3. Let's hitch her up. Okay, take these off. Okay, so actually, surprisingly enough, she has got the best features of her dad, and that have been tampered down by her mum. So, like, she obviously has her mum's eyes, so she doesn't have a really heavy brow, but she has, like, this part, like, she has his mouth and, like, his jawline, and actually, like, her face is a little bit longer. I actually think she's quite cute, and I think I might actually save her, which is quite weird. I was not expecting that to happen. But yeah, she is pretty cute. Let's just take a look at her compared to Makoa's daughter. So yeah, I think Makoa's daughter is really cute as well. And I do think that Makoa is definitely going to go on to the next round, purely because both of his kids are much, like, the daughters are pretty much equal in my opinion, but out of the sons, Makoa's son definitely just about pips Felix's to the post of being the cutest. So I think that we are going to say that Makoa is going on to the next round. Oh, hang on, we're just being invaded by a cat. Don't you just love it, guys? Don't you just love it? But yes, so let's quickly go and record that on our chart. I might actually have to shifty my cat because he's being all kinds of in the way. But I'll see you in a second. What are you doing? You're gonna purr down the microphone at everyone. If you would like a cat ASMR moment, here it is. That is my little pally cat. That is the cat that you hear yelling at me all the time, and he is the one that, yeah, just is also calamity. He knocks everything over. He's not very graceful, let's say, but yes, I thought you might want to hear his little purrs, because he purrs like that pretty much constantly. He is such a love, and he's ginger. I will I'll post a little picture of him when I pop this video on my Instagram page. But oh, hello Pally. Anyway, I need to shift him about a little bit anyway, because he's sat in probably the worst place he could be sat. So I'll talk to you in a second. So guys, sorry about that little cat interruption then. He's still sat here, so there's a good chance you'll probably hear him. But I think I've come to just embrace the chaos that comes with having a little pally cat. So we're gonna move Makoa over. There we go. Oh, almost in the exact right spot this time. So we are going to move on to Corey and Mitchell. Yeah, let's see what they're like. So we're back in Creator Sim. Let's take a look at Corey first. So I think Corey is quite cute actually. He he has a quite cute little face. He does look a tiny little bit grumpy, but not as grumpy as some of the Sims that we have seen tonight. He's just like generally quite cute. For some reason he only has 2 traits. I don't know why. I noticed this earlier when I was sorting out the pairings for the video. No idea why that's the case, but yeah, I think he is pretty cute. He doesn't have super strong features. His nose is probably the strongest, but I'm excited to see what his kids look like because I haven't seen him have any children yet because he's too new to have had kids grow up in any of my games yet. Especially because I usually play long lifespan as well. So, and then obviously we have little Mitchell. He's our little base game sim. Yeah, he's kind of got a little bit of a flat face actually, but he has some like, he's one of the more unique looking of the base game sims in my opinion. So I'm quite interested to see what happens with his genetics as well. I've never actually, considering I've been playing Sims for years and years and years, I've never actually had a baby with him. So I have like, and I've never really kept that like tabs on him, so I don't know what his kids turn out like when he like has kids with other townies. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see, but let's get on with it. We're going to start with Corey, I think. Corey. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's age her up. Let's get rid of all the oh, I keep doing that. Accidentally taking their hair off. We want those off, we want those off. Okay, so she looks a lot like her dad. So she obviously has the little grumpy mouth. She has his strong nose, which was a little bit, I was kind of worried about that. I guess I know now that I was right to be. She looks like she's got makeup on, doesn't she? Maybe that's like a skin detail. But she is, yeah, she's, I don't know. Sometimes, like, some angles I think she's cute and then others I don't. So I kind of have a little bit, like, mixed feelings about her. I think, like, her mouth, like, is probably the biggest problem for me. I don't know. I can't quite decide what I think about her, really. But she definitely is unique looking anyway. So let's have a look at Corey's son and see if that helps with our decisions. Oops, helps if we go back onto Belle. Corey, and we go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Age him up. Let's take off that. Let's take off them. Okay, so he definitely has his mum's like chin and mouth. He does have his dad's nose, obviously the freckles, and the eyes are his dad's as well. So he does have some interesting features. I'm not super sold on Corey. I do think that, like, I mean, they're definitely not like really generic, but I think like sometimes it looks like his features are going to be like quite strong. So if you're not into really like strong looking features, you might have a bit of a problem. But I think we need to have some babies with Mitchell just for some comparisons. So let's grab him and we'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and let's age him up. So take his little tash off. Okay, so I think he's quite cute. He obviously has his dad's eyes. He kind of has his dad's like slightly wider face as well. But he's got like his mom's nose. I don't think he's got his mom's lips. I think he's got his dad's lips. But yeah, he's Mr. Generic, but like not quite as generic as Belle and Bennett Basic. But yeah, he's like pleasantly cute. Let's have a look at him compared to Corey's kid. I definitely think Mitchell's genes have won out, just because like I do think that they've led to a better proportioned face. Like it's not like too heavy in any one area, and also like Corey's kid's face seemed to be like weird, like not long enough, if that makes sense. But yeah, Mitchell's genes have done quite well here, so I am pleasantly surprised. Let's have a look at a daughter with Mitchell though, see what happens there. I'm trying to keep my little cat as like quiet as possible, but you might occasionally hear him yelling because the way he's sat, I have to touch his bum, and sometimes he yells just for the sake of yelling. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's have a look at this little one. Oh, Pally. Sorry, he put his foot on the space bar. Okay, let's have a look. So, okay, she looks a lot like her mom. She does have the wider face of her dad, but pretty much all of her features are her mom's. So, yeah, she is pretty generic looking. But in this case, I'm not sure it's a bad thing, because let's compare to Corey's daughter. Yeah, Corey's daughter, although she's definitely sort of more interesting looking, there's more like a variety to her face and like more differences. Maybe if she had a slightly longer chin, she might look slightly better. But I think we are going to have to lose Corey and go with Mitchell. I just think that like his features have led to better proportioned faces. They're not too like heavy in any one direction. So we are going to quickly record that on our little chart. Hopefully Pal won't shout at me. But let's go and check that now. Right guys, so we're back on our chart. It was a little bit of a hassle with Pally's little feet in the way. But let's do this. We'll move Mitchell along. So that's pretty cool. It's nice. I like it when the base game sims get to stick around for a little bit longer, because I feel like that because they're kind of like older and they didn't have as many like features and whatever, that like they're not always sort of like bringing the strongest genetics. So they don't, I feel like they're not going to get picked as much, but yeah, it's quite nice. So I think we need to move on to Ekaday and I believe this is Brent. So let's go back to Creator Sim. So we are back, we've got little Ekaday. So let's have a look at him close up. He does have a little bit of a strong nose. But otherwise he has quite well proportioned features. So yeah, I'm quite hopeful for how like his kiddos will turn out. Like again, he is, because he's only from Life and Death, I haven't really seen his kids grow up to full adults yet, so I am quite interested to see what happens with his genetics. And then of course we have Brent. I did think it was Brent. But Brent, I actually like, he does have a very strong nose. This could definitely be Brent's downfall, because he has sort of like the long nose, plus his face like is quite long. When you look at it in profile, it's like quite pulled out, so it could cause some issues. So yeah, although it looks nice on him and like it kind of like looks proportioned, there is a chance that that nose could definitely be a little bit of a downfall for Brent. But let's get started. We're going to start with Ekaday, I think. Ekaday. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, little afro. Young adult. Let's have a look at her. I actually am going to change her outfit because, yeah, it's going to change her hair. Okay, right. So she looks a lot like her mom. She hasn't really got anything from Ekaday other than like the sort of like slightly darker skin tone. Yeah. I'm not really sure. There's not really much else to say about that, really. She's basically just Belle, but with a slightly darker skin tone, and maybe a little chubbier cheeks. But yeah, I don't think his genetics had that much of an impact on her. So let's have a look at little boy with Ekaday. Ekaday. Change that to a sun. 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look. Okay, let's take this tash off. Okay, so I can see a little bit more of his dad in him there. Obviously, he has quite a long space between the end of his nose and his lips, so yeah, he's definitely not as generic as his sister. He has his mum's eyes, but he has kind of like his dad's face, like a little bit wider and a little bit rounder. But yeah, he's okay. He's not the cutest, but it's livable, I suppose. But we need to do some comparisons. So let's grab Brent. Oh, guys, my allergies. I'm struggling so much this evening. You have no idea how many coughing fits I've had, like, while recording this video. 1, 2, 3. Let's age him up. Oh, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's put different hair on him so we can see his face. Okay, so he actually is quite cute. He has like a heavier brow like his dad, and he has a slightly longer face like his dad, but he doesn't have his dad's massive nose, which is a plus. He has his dad's lips, so he does actually have a really good like balance between his mum and his dad, which I'm really surprised about. And I actually think he's pretty cute. Like, yeah, I think he's definitely cuter than whoops, I picked the wrong one. Than Ekaday's son, that's for sure. Like, I'm very pleasantly surprised. Definitely Belle's genetics has definitely helped dampen down some of Brent's, but we do need to see a daughter, so let's do that before we make our final decision. We want Brent. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry guys, you might have heard Pally then. He decided he wanted to whinge at me. Let's age her up. So, okay, so she unfortunately does have her dad's nose. Okay, so it doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to be, because I suppose, because she's got everything else from her mom, so she doesn't have the long face, at least, that her dad has. But it is quite a nose, so yeah, I'm not sure about this. Let's have a little look compared to Ekade's daughter. Yeah, so obviously Ekade's daughter just looks like her mom, basically. So she's very generic looking. She doesn't have like a lot of difference. Oh, this one's going to be really difficult, guys. Oh dear, I'm going to have a look at them all again, I think. Have a little bit of a judge over who I would prefer to go through. This is like super difficult when this happens. Like, I really wish Ekade's daughter had like more of his genetics so that we could, or looked less generic so that it helped a little bit. Oh, what am I going to do, guys? What are we going to do? You know what? I think it's because it's so close. What I'm going to do is I am going to let Brent go through, just because I think his children are slightly more interesting looking. His son definitely was quite cute. His daughter, she's not absolutely awful. Obviously, she does have quite a large nose, but the rest of her face is quite well proportioned. I just think that because Ekade's son is fine. He obviously has some of his dad's features, but he's not as cute as Brent's son. And also, like, the daughter just has nothing from her dad, basically. So I feel like she almost shouldn't count because of how much she just looks like her mom. So I do think we are going to go for Brent. This one was very difficult, and I am very torn about my decision for this one. So definitely debate me in the comments if you think I picked wrong, or yeah, if you would have agreed or gone a different way. But I think we'll go and record this on our little chart now. Okay guys, right. Sorry, just before I came back I was having a little bit of a sing because I'm having a breakdown this week, obviously. So we're gonna we're gonna move, hopefully, eventually, there we go, Brent over to there. So we have some interesting pairings. I definitely feel like this side could go to Makoa quite easily, and I do feel like this side's going to go to Mitchell. So yeah, it could be quite interesting, but let's get into it. So we're back, and we are going to go with Belle and Cletus first. Cletus. 1, 2, 3. Let's age this little one up. Oh, socks and sandals. What are you doing, darling? Okay, so she definitely has a little bit more of her dad's looks this time. So she obviously has her mom's eyes. She has this like heavier nose, which is definitely her dad's, and her like his cheeks and sort of like his face shape with her mom's lips. I swear, did his kid have this hair last time as well? We've definitely had this hair today. But anyway, yeah, so she definitely is a bit more unique looking than the last round of kids. I do think her nose is slightly too heavy, but I'm interested to see what goes on, see if there are like any differences when we go to look at a son. Oh, Pally. He's decided to sit like right in front of the screen, right where I need to see to be able to click on like the photos and stuff like that. He's such a little butthead sometimes. So we've got Cletus. And this time we want a sun. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Little pizza top. Let's age him up. And let us get rid of this so we can see his face. Okay, so he looks a fair bit like his dad. So he has his dad's nose. He has his dad's like bottom of his face. Yeah, so he does look a lot like his dad. He's okay. He's not like super cute, but yeah, he's not too bad. I think that like at least his genetics showed up this time and didn't sort of like take the back seat like they did in his first battle. So let's go for Makoa's kids for some comparisons now then. This is where it could definitely get fun. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's age him up. Okay, so he looks a lot like his dad. He's obviously got like his dad's eye shape. I think he's got his mum's nose, but it's slightly longer, like his dad's like length of his face or depth, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, he's cute. I like him. He's definitely cuter than Cletus's kid. Like Cletus, I think like just I don't know, he's perfectly fine. He just feels a little bit more generic than Makoa's kid. So I do think we need to have a look at a daughter. So let's get that going. Hopefully. We want Makoa this time. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. Oh, she looks like she might have more of her mom's face shape. Let's have a look. Oop. Let's take off these glasses and this lippy, just so we can see. Okay, so she has a really nice mix actually between her mum and her dad. She obviously has her mum's eyes and her mum's nose, but she has like more of her dad's like cheeks. She kind of has her mum's chin, but she has her dad's sort of like mouth. I think she is pretty cute actually. I am very happy with Makoa's little kids that he's decided to unleash upon us. Probably not gonna save them, I don't think. But let's just check our little Makoa's daughter with Cletus's. Like Makoa's daughter is definitely cuter than Cletus's. Like this nose, I think, it is just that little bit too strong. Especially because like her chin is quite tucked far back, so it kind of sort of makes it feel even more heavy. So yeah, I think that we're gonna say Makoa wins this little round. And we will move him on to the next. So let's go back to our chart. Sorry, I was a bit distracted then because of course Power's knocking stuff over. But let's go back to our chart and we will move Makoa into the final of the baby daddies today. So see you in a sec. So we are going to copy and we're going to paste. So Makoa is our finalist for today, and we'll have to find out who the other finalist will be. So we're going to look at Mitchell and Brent now. So let's pop over to Creator Sim and get it going. So we are back and we have Mitchell and Brent. We're just gonna crack straight on because I am slowly losing the will to live tonight. I was doing okay, but I'm starting to get like feel really sick. So 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look. Oh, he looks quite cute. Come on, you can do it. So let's take off that. Okay, so he definitely has quite a bit of looks from his dad. He has the kind of like flattish face. He has more of his mum's eye shape, but obviously his dad's eye colour. So yeah, he's okay. He's not the best looking sim, but he's decent. I could live with him. Let's go with Mitchell and have a go, see what happens. Mitchell. 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look at this one. Young adult. Okay, let's have a look. She seems to have really big eyes. Did she get that from her dad, maybe? They're obviously her mum's shape, but for some reason they seem to be really big, but maybe I'm just seeing things. She definitely has her dad's nose and sort of like the flattish face again. Yeah, she's okay. She's not my favourite, I must admit. Like the chin, I really could do with her having a bit more chin. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, I do want to see what Brent's kids look like, because I feel like this one's going to be a bit difficult, this one again. Brent. Pally, no. Sorry guys, it's getting near his dinner time and now he's gonna play me up. Okay, I can't remember. Did we didn't do any randomizing yet, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, I accidentally, oh gosh, I'm having, fine. Sorry, I'm getting all confused again now in case Pally is being a butthead. So let's have a look. Okay, so she's got her dad's nose again. Okay. I think she's a little bit better than the last one that had his nose. Like, she kind of seems better proportioned everywhere else. Like, yeah, I think like her chin's, because that's a little bit squarer, it kind of balances off the nose a little bit better. So she definitely looks better than his previous daughter. Let's just do a little comparison. I do think this one's really hard. Like, Mitchell's daughter doesn't have the chin, and that really like puts me off. If she had a slightly more of a chin, I think that she would maybe just about pip it. But I do think that even though she's got the slightly harsher features, I just think that like her face is better proportioned than Mitchell's daughter. So yeah, daughter wise so far Brent is in the lead, but obviously we need to see what a son is gonna be like. So let's try and do that quickly. Come on. Brent. We want to change that to a son. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Oh, he looks very smart. Age him up. Oh. Let's take the beard off. Let's take the hat off. Oh, sugar. Let's take the hat off. Okay, so he looks a lot more like his mum. He doesn't have Brent's like harsh nose, but he does have the longer face. So this is the mix of genetics that I really wanted to see from Brent. So not getting that like large nose, but like maybe making more of the like the chin and like the sort of like length of the face. He kind of has an appropriate like brow as well. It's not too heavy, and it's not too weak. Yeah, so sorry sorry about that. Pally decided to move, but first he wanted to destroy the whole world. Yeah, so he does have the mix that I was hoping for, to be honest. And I think he is actually really cute. I am sufficiently surprised with the way that Brent's genetics have come out for him. Let's just do a little comparison with Mitchell. So yeah, like there's nothing wrong with Mitchell's kid. Like he's maybe like sort of like a little bit like more generic looking. He's a little bit less conventionally handsome, shall we say, like less chiseled and stuff. But I do think that Brent is actually going to take this. Like this face definitely I think is pretty cute. I don't know if it's worth saving, probably not. But I think that like he has some nice features. It's all very well proportioned. Yeah, so I'm going to go with Brent winning, which I did not expect to say. So we are going to quickly record that on our little chart. So we can copy and we can do a little paste, pop him there. We've managed to make quite a nice little colour flow going on here. Like they've got similar colours going on. Obviously we've got the greens like coming here. Then we've got the blues. Yeah, these ones are sort of like odd ones out, but yeah. It's kind of like aesthetically pleasing as well tonight. So yeah, I think we should just get on with our little final showdown. This is going to be quite interesting because obviously Makoa is a fan favourite and he does just have good genes, and Brent has been a bit of a surprise. So let's just get going, I think. So here we are again, and we're going to start with Makoa. Get the one that we know has the good genes out the way quickly so we can see what horrors or delights await for us afterwards. So we're going to go for 1, 2, 3. Oh, he does look quite cute there. Right, so we've aged him up. Sorry about that. We are going to take a look at our little Makoa spawn, and this is surprising actually. He's a little bit generic. The jaw is a bit heavy for my liking on this particular son. But he does, like, I can definitely see bits of his dad in him. He's by no means the worst sim that I have ever seen, but also he is not my favourite that I have seen from Makoa. So we could end up with some very interesting results from this. So let's grab Makoa and we're going to do him a daughter. Makoa. I want to change that to female. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's have a look. See what she looks like. Oh, she's cute. I'm just going to give her slightly different hair. Let's go for that one so it's off her face. Let's get rid of her makeup. So yeah, she has a really nice mix between her mum and her dad. She has her mum's eyes, but she kind of like, this part of her face is very much like her dad. She has like her mum's lip shape, but like the shape of the face is more like Makoa. Yeah, she's cute. I like her. I think she's sweet. Don't think I'm gonna save her, but I do think she is pretty sweet. She's got like the nice round face as well, which I like. It's quite pleasing because it kind of, when the face is a little bit rounder on Sims, especially more feminine Sims, I find that like it stops the jaw from looking either non-existent or too prominent. So it's like the happy medium. The just right face, shall we say. The Goldilocks ratio. So let's get on with Brent's kids, just so that we've got some comparisons. Sometime tonight would be good. Let's go Brent. And we go 1, 2, 3. Okay. And let's age her up. Okay, so at the moment she's looking a lot like her mum. Okay, I'm going to give her slightly different hair because it's harder to see her face. Yeah, so she does look a lot like her mum. She's got slightly fuller like face. More like her dad. But yeah, she's fine. She's just really generic. She's definitely not as cute as Makoa's daughter. I think like Makoa's daughter is really cute. Like she's got some nice little interesting features. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with her. So let's go for a boy, just so we can see a comparison, hopefully. We're on Brent. 1, 2, 3. Let's age him up. Eventually. Glad this one's the last one. Okay. So obviously he definitely has his dad's nose. I thought that was going to be the case when he was a kid. Let's just take that off. Just for the sake of it. Yeah, he definitely has more of his dad's features. He has his mom's eye shape, but his dad's eye colour. He's just, yeah, he's quite like chiseled, shall we say, like Brent is. He's fine. I just think, yeah, the nose is slightly bigger than what I'd want it to be. It doesn't quite fit proportionally like I ideally would have it, but let's just compare him quickly to Makoa's kid. So yeah, I think that like Makoa's son is slightly cuter, although I'm not the biggest fan of this son of Makoa's. I do think that the jaw could be a little bit better, especially like here, like maybe if his mouth was just slightly a little bit more down, like it wouldn't make his chin look quite so massive. I do think that Makoa is going to have just pipped the win, I think, with his kiddos. Let's have a look. One more quick skim through. Yeah, I do feel like Makoa has won this round, which I'm really not shocked about at all. Like it really would have surprised me more if Makoa hadn't have made it onto the next round. So that's basically that. So let's go and record this on our little chart. So we have Makoa. Can you go here? Yay, he is the winner of the boys today. And so it's been quite an interesting one. We've had some very like interesting like features, but we've also had some really generic ones. So it's been like a mixed bag. But let us move him down here. He joins Salim, Dominic, and Barco. Yeah, this is shaping up to be quite interesting. When we eventually get to the... Oh, my lines don't join on that for some reason. Oh. Sorry. I can fix that later. It's wonky now. Never mind. That'll do. But yeah. So this is going to be cool when we eventually get there. It's going to take a long time. A little bit longer for the women, because there are more women like baby mamas than there are baby daddies, so that'll be interesting. We might have to have a few episodes where we're literally just doing baby mamas and not any baby daddies. But yeah, so like I'm really sorry about how like disjointed this episode has probably been. I'm not feeling great, and then there's the cats and the noise, and sometimes I just get like a little bit overwhelmed, but hopefully this has been fun and not too crazy, shall we say. Plus you got a little bit of pally purring ASMR in the middle of the video to have a little distress moment. So I would love it if you would like the video, if you enjoyed it, and if you could subscribe, that would be great. I do really like making videos, even though sometimes I sound like I don't. I do actually really enjoy it, and it really does help me to like sort of focus a little bit more, and to give me something that like, I don't know, like sorts my brain out a little bit. It gives my brain some time off of overthinking and like puts it into doing something that's a little bit more constructive and a little bit more like, I don't know, exciting, something that I'm learning, something that I'm enjoying doing. So yeah, so liking and subscribing would be great. If you have any differing opinions, or if you just want to chat in the comments, definitely leave a comment. I will reply. So yeah, I think I'm going to say dag dag, because I am getting to the point where I really just need to go and have a break and chill. So dag dag everyone, and I hope you have an awesome day. Dag dag.